Good morning everyone and welcome to my channel English Literature. Today we're going to read The Last Ride Together, stanza 3. In the previous stanza, we find the narrator is feeling very good after his lady love agreed on the last ride. So one day more am I deified. He is turned to a god. He just made godlike due to that agreement. Now in stanza 3, the lover and his beloved are now ready to begin the ride. And he is going to express that emotion, that passion, that mood he is experiencing with the reader. But he is warning the reader. Hush, if you saw some western cloud, all below blossomed, overwhelmed by many benedictions, suns and moons and evening stars at once. And so you, looking and loving best, conscious grew, your passion drew, cloud, sunset, moonrise, starshine too, down on you, near and yet more. So here you can find the mention of you. There is a direct reference to the reader or the silent listener at the same time. So the poet speaker is warning us, just be hush, means just be silent, don't talk, don't disturb me. I am in such a heavenly mood. Now he is requesting us, the reader or the silent listener, not to disturb him, because he is feeling the moment. The moment is very glorious for him, and he don't wish to be disturbed by some foolish questions or anything else. If you saw some western cloud, all below you blossomed. Here we find a cosmic image. And this stanza is a metaphysical, this image is described or explained through a metaphysical perspective. Hush, if you saw some western cloud, all below a bosom. All means fully, below a bosom means the bosom of the cloud made wavy by the wind. And now the cloud surface appears as rising and falling like the waves of the sea. The cloud looks like a rosy bosom heaving up and down like a woman's breast. So here is a comparison, implied comparison between the wavy cloud and the heaving bosom of the lady. So you must note down. There is an implied comparison between the wavy cloud and the heaving bosom of the lady. Overbowed means filled up. Okay. The breast-like cloud looked a little stooping, overbowed means it is so loaded, it is so filled up that it seems it is like stooping a bit. It is bent. It is bent and loaded with bliss. By which bliss? By many benediction. So the benediction means blessings. Whose blessings? Blessings of suns, moons, evening stars. So all these blessings, all these benedictions are with this. So this refers to the charming beauty of the western cloud because of the light from the setting sun. Again the moon and the evening star, all these cosmic characters are filling the cloud with their benedictions. The suns means the setting sun, moons, the light of the moon, just rising moon, evening star. So this is the Venus, that is in the ocean sky. We find it in the ocean sky after the sunset, evening star. So the sun is setting, the moon has just risen, and the evening star Venus is also shining. So all these benediction, all this beauty upon a piece of cloud in the sky is compared with the heaving bosom of his beloved. So, what is the time of the last ride? You can imagine it is late afternoon, it is the time of twilight. So you looking and loving best. And so means similarly. And so means similarly. You means you refers to the readers. Looking and loving best. Looking means looking at such piece of cloud. You are looking at what? Looking at the cloud. The cloud which is blessed by so many things and loving, looking and loving best, loving the cloud with great joy. You are loving the cloud best. So here the lover looked at his lady love with all the warmth of his love. So the speaker is requesting, telling us that if we feel the same experience, gazing at the billowy bosom cloud under the spell of the beauty of the scene, then we can feel the keenest desire of love for our beloved. Conscience grew, your passion drew. Means you become aware of the loving bosom of your beloved. You grew sensitive. The bosom like cloud flushed red reminded you of the full tender bosom of your beloved. So you become aware of the loving bosom of your beloved, and which reminded this conscious grew as a result of that cloud that is blessed with so many rays of rising moon, setting sun, and the evening star. Your passion means deeply filled up. Passions refer to the deeply filled up, and your passion drew. Means the sightseer looking at the sunset cloud draws through his passion the cloud itself with all the light of the sun, the moon, and the star. And similarly, the lover sees his beloved billowy bosomed and radiant and draws her nearer and nearer to his breast through his passion. So there is a comparison between the observer who is looking at that wavy cloud, and here is the lover who is looking at his beloved, who is thinking of his beloved. So here the cloud and beloved's bosom is compared. At such a moment, intense passion, you feel an intense passion as a bliss which had combined beauty of the wavy cloud, and at the same time it will remind you about your beloved. Cloud, sunset, moonrise, star sign too. So all these things added the beauty. The cloud, the sun, the moon, the evening star, they are closer and closer upon you. Down on you means closer and closer upon you. They come very closer. Near and yet more near. This is the same thing. Till flesh must fade for heaven was here. So there is something spiritual. The tone becomes spiritual. That in this blissful situation, flesh fade. Flesh refers to the physical desire. Flesh here hints the physical desire, the physical part of the love. But in that moment, when there is so much beauty around him, the lover feels that at that time the concept of physicality just fade. All physical sensations vanish. In that blissful moment, all the physical sensations vanish. Flesh must fade, for heaven was here. And heaven, this concept of heaven, in the previous stanza you find I am deified. So that deification, and again here the reference of heaven, add to the spirituality of the lover's tone. Thus leaned she and lingered. So he feels, the lover feels extremely happy. And this happiness is not the joy of body, because flesh fed. He feels a heavenly joy. This joy is heavenly joy. The lover means to say that his physical passion for his little love becomes etherealized at this supreme moment of her bodily touch. So there is a mingling of earthly passion and the spiritual joy. Earthly passion and spiritual joy mingles in this stanza. Thus lay she a moment on my breast. So joy, why joy? Because the little love leans against him. And again, why fear? I forget to explain this fear. Because the moment will pass soon. This moment, this joyful, this heavenly moment is going to pass soon. So the lover feels joy, that heavenly joy, because he is very happy of getting his beloved with him. So that is the cause of his joy. Now, why it is fear then? Fear, when there is joy, there is also fear, because we always fear that this moment is going to be transitory. This moment is going to be fed. This moment is not eternal. So he is also afraid. Thus she lay a moment on my breast. So the little love lay on his breast, leaning. And this time he is feeling a eternal joy, feeling an eternal joy, heavenly joy. So you must understand this line, that he felt joy because of the touch of his beloved. The beloved is leaning against him, so he is very joyful. But at the same time, his mind is full of fear because the happiness is temporary. Now this third stanza ends here, expressing the heavenly feelings, expressing the tremendous joy and happiness on the part of the lover. And he is telling everyone to be silent, because he is going to enjoy that situation, that moment which is going to pass very soon. And he is also feeling, he mingles his earthly passion and his spiritual joy. His passion and his joy is so much that it transcends the mere fleshy concept of love. Okay. So today we just finish with it, stanza 3, and next day we are going to read stanza 4. Thank you.